Welcome to Elementary Python for CBSE. Today we are going to discuss how to write data to a text file. Python provides two methods for writing data to a file: the write method and writelines method. Whereas write method writes a string passed to it to the file referenced by the file object, writelines writes all the strings inner list passed to the write method as argument to the file referenced by the file object. This is one example where we are writing to a file using the write method. We have opened a file, text file 1. Since we want to write to the file, so the mode is write mode. Then we are using write method to write the strings hello and let's learn Python. Then we are closing the file. Here we are reading the data to know that whether the contents that we have provided here that is actually written to the file or not, or we may also open that particular file, that is text file 1, and check the content. We are opening it in read mode. We have not specified the mode because default mode is read mode, and then we are using the read method to read the content in a string and displaying it to check the content. We can find it here that though we have used two different methods to write the two different strings hello and let's learn Python, but they have written in a single line. That means write method does not itself puts the end of line character, so we have to manually use that end of line character to display it. So this is displayed in the second example where actually we are trying to store some names in a file, text file 2. We have opened it for write mode and then we are repeating it using a for loop to ask the user to enter a name, and then we are writing the names that are entered by the user. You may note that after writing the name we are also appending one new line character so that the names will appear in different lines. So when we read data from the file, we can find that these names, they are written in separate lines. So this is the first one, write to a file. We have written two write methods to write two strings to a file, text file 1. So let us run it. And we see that it displays the message hello, let's learn Python. Similarly, we'll run the second one, and now we will see that it will ask us to enter name. As soon as we write the names, it will provide the names, it will display us the content. So let us run it. Enter a name, suppose Amit, Reena, Ashok, Nino, Ajay. It has written to the text file and then it has read the content of the text file. This way we can easily write our data to a text file and read its content. As we have already discussed that writelines writes a list of strings to a text file. So we have opened a file, text file 3 in write mode. Then we have taken a list of names and we are writing this list of names using the writelines method. Then we are closing it. As the names, they are not appended with new line characters, it will not add the new lines. Data will be written as a single string. Now we have written the same program twice without any separator, and the second one is the separator to indicate that writelines doesn't append any end of line character, and we have to manually provide them if we want it in our program. Whereas in the first case in text file 3 there is no separator, there is no end of line, but in text file 4 as we have provided /n at the end of each of the string, so the data, they are written in separate lines. Let us now see how we can use this write method to store student data or employee data, any kind of data. Here in this example we are writing student records to a file and then we are displaying it. So I have used a loop here to display the records. using readline method. We have opened a file student-data. Now we have opened it in append mode, because you might have remembered that in write mode, every time we execute the program or run the program, since we have specified the mode as write, the data will be overwritten from the beginning of the file, and whatever we had earlier, that will be lost. As we want to store student records, we like that the data that we have already added, that should be there in the file, and new data should be added or appended at the end of the file. That is why we are opening it in append mode. We will continue to ask the student details like roll number, name, marks until we opt to do so. So we have used a loop and we continue it till the value of opt is y, which we are asking inside the loop whether we want to add another record or not. Then through input we are accepting the student data like roll number, name, marks, etc. Then we are concatenating it and storing it as a record, and then we are using the write method to write that record. Because we have already appended the new line character, so the student record will be added in new lines. So once we have accepted one student data and written it into the file using the file handle F1, we display the message want to add another record. If the option is yes, then it will continue to ask another student record. If it is no, then it will stop. Once it stops, we close the file and then we open it in read mode. As default mode is read, so it will open the file in read mode, and while reading is successful, that means if some content to be read in the file, then the read line method will return a string to s. Otherwise there will be no value. So if there is no record to read anymore, then this part will be true. If not s, it will break the loop and come out of the loop to close the file. Otherwise it will read a line of text from the file and print it. It will display the student records line by line. We have already fixed the program, so let us execute it directly. Suppose we give roll number as 1, name as Bob, and mark as 78. Then we want to add. Then the second roll number 5 and name as Jane, and then mark as 67. And now I say no, I don't want to add anymore. It will display the student data, that is Bob and Jane. Now suppose I run it again and add one more record to see whether it is appended at the end or not. So suppose 2 Steffi 98, and we don't want to add anymore. Now it has soon all the 3 records. So whenever we want to add more records to the end of the file, we should use the append mode. The for loop can be used directly to read content of the file using the file object. With statement is another control statement that may be used for reading or writing to files. We can open the file directly using the with statement and providing the file handle and do the manipulation. But we should remember that this file object, it will be available only within the with block, and we cannot access it outside the with block. That means after processing has been completed, the file object is no longer available. Let us see an example. First one is we are reading data from the student data file using the for loop. So it will process the data line by line as in case of read line. For line in F1 is the file handle, print line and close. So it becomes reading becomes so simpler using for loop. Similarly with with statement, instead of opening it separately, we can write the open method along with the with statement. So with open student data in read mode as F2 is the file handle. Then we are reading each line and storing it in S, then we are displaying it. So this will display the content of the file student data. But once this block is over, it has read all the data, it will come out of the loop, and if you then try to do something using F2, then it will display us error. Let us run it. So it has displayed the content. This is for the for loop and this is with open statement. So just give a print statement. We may comment it so that we see the effect of each of them directly. So these are displayed correctly with for. Now let us comment this part. This way we can have some kind of testing with our test cases. So it has read only the first line because read line is one line from the file. If within the same with block we again read the second line and display it. Or we may use another for loop to read all the data, or simply read to read all the data, or read lines to read all the lines. So now it has displayed two lines. So here we can use the for statement and with statement also to process the files. When we are using the close method, it writes the data of the file before closing it so that the data which is there in the memory, it is written and it is not lost. We can use the flush method in between to forcefully write the data immediately after any write statement from the buffer to the file instead of waiting it for the close method. We can modify the program to write student data, and after writing each name we will issue the flush statement or flush method so that it immediately writes the name instead of waiting for the close method to write all the names to the buffer directly. That's all for today's session. Thank you.